Hi.
Hey, Karen, here we are again.
Yes. Yes.
This is another exciting episode of the Ronnie Record Show, and I want to encourage our audience to subscribe.
Yes, absolutely. We like having feedback, and hopefully you're enjoying this as much as we're enjoying doing this.
Well,
So today,
yes.
okay. So I thought I would get you out of the 50s and 60s,
Why? What's such
and
a
then bring
great-
you into the 70s. A couple
Okay.
of decades. Later, kind of bring you up to speed,
Yeah.
with today's generation. What do you think
Today's
about that?
today's
I
generation
know,
is
right? Yeah,
a
well,
little
you know
farther
what I
away
meant.
from the 70s.
Okay, so there was a lot of different music played back in the 70s.
Yes, there
a
was.
lot. I mean, from bubblegum to hard rock. I mean, it was all over the place. There wasn't too much music in the 70s that I didn't like. I really liked a lot of
Because
it.
that was you were 60s into the 70s.
Yeah,
person.
right.
yeah.
I was an adult in the 70s.
So I just want to comment about what you said, that there was a broad range. There was what I call pop and the harder rock. And in those days, you had FM was coming on the radio.
Right.
FM was a band that became popular, and a lot of that music on FM was the harder music. It was Led Zeppelin and AC/DC, those harder bands, hard
Still
hard
good
rock
band,
bands,
right? Still good
and
band.
very little rock. And I think it's even called album rock most of the time, because if you
But
look
I
at
think a lot. Excuse me for
oh,
interrupting
oh,
you.
excuse me for interrupting. Go
But
right in. This is
I
like
think,
every day.
I think
Go ahead, Eddie.
I think that a lot of people think that hard rock is still rock and roll. And I would beg to differ with you that some people that like that hard rock, they would call that rock. Well, of course that's rock. Yeah.
I know they call it rock and roll, and if you saw my episode that I did on myself by what rock and roll is,
Right,
it's a
but
special beat.
I agree.
Hard
but
rock
there
is-
is other opinions out there. So,
There is? Why?
So
This is
what
the
is-
Ronnie.
See
Pay
this list?
attention.
Yes.
I'm Ron.
What is this list that we're talking about?
I'm
What
Ron.
is this? Tell me. What are
All
we
right.
doing here?
The first song is the song I heard early 70s. I was down by this public pool with my kids, and I bought my portable radio during those days. And I, being an old 50s rock and roller, I stopped I didn't tune in the radio that much in the late 60s. And I turned on the radio and I heard this pop song, what I would call pop, and went, oh, some of that catchy music left over from the late 50s is coming back somehow. And that first song was what you would call
Bubble gum.
bubble gum, and I'm sure you would. So I'm gonna play it if I get my magic.
You're gonna have to skip some of these songs. We'll never make it under 10 minutes. Yeah.
This is Bobby Sherman. He was kind of bubblegum, I admit it.
Yeah.
But this was the first song I heard out of the 70s.
And I like this one, even though it's bubblegum. I do.
It's catchy music. It's got a lot of hooks, what they call in the
Right.
music biz, that you can hum and sing to it. That's what happened in the 50s. You could sing those songs. Now, this kind of a song, and a lot of the pop music said you could sing along to it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so the next song, because you want to hear some of the other, I selected this list
I know you did.
because I think it's great
Of
pop
course.
music out of the 70s. And that's the
Next
song.
time I'm making the list for the 70s.
This is Nothing.
From nothing means nothing.
That's right. Sung by, check the list,
Billy Preston.
wonderful
It's another
song.
good song.
See,
It is
it's
a good
jaunty,
song. Right.
it's catchy.
It doesn't sound bubblegum to me.
No, it isn't. No,
Not at all.
Billy Preston would turn over in his grave. I
Right.
don't know if he's alive or dead, but
Yeah.
he would. He wouldn't like that.
No.
No bubble gum for him. So the next song,
Now, Al Wilson. Now, come on. I mean, who doesn't know who he is? That's like Al Green, right?
You know, I think you're confused because Al Wilson, I think, only had 2 hits.
Well, I remember this one. Nice. I mean, oh my gosh. One of the last songs that they would play, you know, at the evening. Nice, slow song.
So your boyfriend would kiss you in the last. What?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear this.
Nice
Anyway,
song.
this song
Should
is
be
show,
part of your collection.
show and tell.
Yeah.
Beautiful song.
Yep.
Another example is. Got a good melody,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. This is not bubblegum either.
No.
Uh-oh.
Big hit. Big hit. This guy didn't have a lot of hits either. Billy
Oh, well,
Swan.
there you go.
I Can Help. A lot of people copied this song. Even
Yeah.
Elvis had a version of this song.
I didn't
want
know
you to
that.
He did. Wasn't a
Okay.
big hit, but
Well,
good song.
yeah.
How about
Yeah, these are all good 70s. They're still early 70s.
well, early, mid, you know, near the late 70s, the music started to change again.
Right, right.
So this is good
We
70s.
have a couple late 70s on this list.
Yeah.
Sister Golden
yeah,
Hair?
Yeah. It's probably mid.
Okay. All right, we'll get
Anyway.
to that one soon.
So it's Carl Carlton.
Right.
What's the song?
Oh,
cheat, look up at that.
Everlasting Love.
Everlasting Love? Or Everlasting?
Everlasting Love.
Oh, okay. I heard it wrong.
You
Sorry.
did.
Whoa, one of my
Ooh,
favorites.
Jackie Blue, yes. This is, I love this song, yes.
Not a lot of hits from this group
That's
either.
okay. Doesn't make any difference.
But what a name of a group, huh?
Yeah, who is that? Ozark Mount Devils.
Not a great, I love the title of this group. And a great song, really is.
Yeah.
The 70s pop, I don't think could be beat.
No.
And,
Okay, now, Spirit in the Sky.
yeah.
Now, doesn't everybody think that this sounds like an Elton John song?
No!
Now, come on.
Elton John doesn't think it's an Elton John
I think
song.
this sounds like something Elton John would be singing.
I don't even hear a piano in
I
here.
don't
That's
care.
what he plays the
Every time
piano.
I hear this, I go, it's Elton John. And I go, oh, whoops, no, it's not. Yeah.
Well, it's Norman, and I can never remember his last name, Greenbaum or something like that. Talk about a one-hit wonder.
That's all right. I like this one. Spirit in the Sky.
Spirit in
is
the
always,
Sky.
We're talking about Jesus, who is
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah.
And I mean, why wouldn't you love it?
I think this is a spiritual song. It's
Yeah.
got kind of a psychedelic sound.
Where our son is, you know, he is up there laughing at us all the time.
I'm sure a lot of people laughing at us right now, Karen.
It's all
Let's
right.
go to the next song.
Okay.
Tell us about this
All
one.
right, Sister Golden Hair by America. Yep. Now this is getting a different kind of sound, right? Now we're getting into that little bit of the Beatles and some of the
Beatles?
Stones.
Oh,
Yes.
Elton John, the Beatles.
I know. This is
What?
different.
That's-
totally different.
This is a four-man singing group. They were in the military,
What were
and
the
they ended up having a
Beatles?
lot of hits. And they didn't look like the Beatles. They didn't
have
sound like
to.
the Beatles.
It's just a different
They were
tone.
America. They weren't a British group. They're an American group.
Yeah, okay, right,
All right,
okay.
enough out of you on that one.
Okay, this is another good one.
This
Yeah.
has got a soul sound to it. And I like this song. It's
Yeah.
kind of haunting in a way.
Right.
Have you seen her? It's, you know, it's one of those lost love songs.
Yeah.
That's what I call them. The Chai Lights.
Right.
Or was that stylistic? I get
No,
them
the
mixed
Chai
up.
Lights.
I get them
That's
mixed
what
up.
it says.
Well,
If
I
you
wrote
were
it down.
wrong,
It must be
if
the.
you're right, it was
it,
wrong.
It must be the Chai Light. Even if it is the stylistic, we believe it's the Chai Light.
Another
All
good
right.
song. Right.
We
All
got,
right.
are we down to the end of our
The
list?
last one, yes.
These are these 10? Yeah. These are my almost
Next
done.
time I'm making my list. That's all.
This is my top 10 so far. Again, remember, this personifies the great pop sound of the 70s to me.
I know.
Finally,
All right,
Karen,
last one.
finally,
Ah,
we
okay.
have
Hello, it's me.
Todd Rundgren. Yeah.
Will you take my call?
The-
So,
well,
so.
well, Oh, there's another, we're not gonna talk about us, about this, hello, it's me.
Yes, so this actually kind of reminds me of our past because aren't you going to take my call, Karen?
Yeah, yeah.
It's me. Take my call, Karen. I'm sorry. And they go,
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, obviously I took his call because we're sitting here
Anyway.
many years later.
We're actually gonna do a lot of episodes on the 70s because my son, and all my sons, we're in this era where they, a couple of them listen to the hard rock, but they all appreciated the pop music, and I'm gonna push a lot of the pop sound. I do like some of the harder stuff, and we'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
I hope to have Randy, my son
Yeah.
Randy, on because he loves music, and he loves everything about it, and he loves our memories of going to the record stores and buying these records.
Right.
So anyway, this episode is special to me, and I know to you, because it's just great music, and it's what I define as pop. Got a lot of hook in it, and a lot of. Anyway, I just want to sign off at
All right.
at this time.
You did another great show. Thank you very much.
Let's
and
Tune in
yes,
again
thank
to
you.
our next
Thank you.
episode. Subscribe.
Thank you, friends.
Thank
It's
you.
been fun.
Bye.